The feelings of joy can be both intense and brief, leaving you wanting more. The exhibition Joy shares a diversity of uplifting experiences. Some find joy by losing themselves on a dance floor, while others may find it catching up with friends over a meal. The themes addressed in the show include catharsis and resilience, as well as community and friendship. The exhibition brings together new commissions by Harold Offeh, Amalia, Pica and David Shrigley, plus artworks and objects that date back to the 15th century, guiding you on some of the paths to joy that communities have sought in times of difficulty. Joy Inside Our Tears is a new commission by Harold Offeh, made in collaboration with a group of dancers, choreographer and musician. The work explores how, during moments of societal trauma, communities have often sought spaces for a redemptive and joyful release. In this commission, Offeh suggests that joy and pain coexist. One is impossible without the other. Does happiness start when pain stops, or are these emotions interrelated? There's a surge of uplifting feelings after a painful event that can heighten an experience. During the pandemic, we've seen communities come together and create social intimacy at a moment of physical distancing. In Stockport, two friends dressed as Spider-Man and entertained children during lockdown, illustrating the creativity of communities in staying connected. Aidan Mosby's periodic table of emotions attempts to broaden how we may speak about our feelings, giving us a greater sense of agency over them. The work contains an emotional spectrum. Maybe we're not happy or sad, perhaps we're ecstatic or somber. People have often sought relief from the strains of life, creating spaces to let themselves go. In Athenians wearing masks, we see an ancient religious ceremony celebrating the god of wine, Dionysus. Societies have often created space to break away from the moral expectations of normal life and let loose. Likewise, holidays and leisure time offer a rest from the discipline and stresses of work. David Shrigley's work explores big themes in small and funny ways. While his topics are far-reaching, his instantly recognisable style is deceptive in its simplicity. His subjects include dark and complex themes, while humour is used to disarm the viewer. His drawings articulate the complex and perhaps conflicted feelings we may have about the world. And through the laughter, we may recognise familiar feelings of low self-esteem and anxiety, as well as fleeting moments of joy. In Europe, we've tended to see emotion as a state of mind. More recent research suggests that how we feel is a complex relationship between our body, environment and experiences. The happiness hormone serotonin is released in the intestine as well as the brain, and recent studies have found that the gut plays a leading role in our well-being. The idea that gut health is important to our emotional well-being is not new. In the 11th century, the Islamic physician Avicenna published the Canon of Medicine, proposing that the mind and body were interconnected and they should be treated in tandem. Humans seek community and conversation. Unhappiness is often linked to social isolation and exclusion, and spending time with family and friends is often referenced as an experience that makes people happy. The Holi festival is a Hindu celebration which for many is a day to meet others, play and laugh, and repair broken relationships. In these cookbooks designed by the designer and activist Sister Corita Kent, quotes about the pleasures of sharing food articulate the importance of being with others. This photograph by Steve Budman depicts a protest against the Vietnam War in the early 70s on a student campus in America. By forming a smiley face, the protesters suggest that coming together and demanding change is a commitment to positivity. Happiness is a work in progress, and each generation works at it to reclaim it and rebuild it on their own terms. Amalia Pica's work explores collective joy and civic action. Procession for 18 incorporates placards that have been pasted with bunting, combining the imagery of dissent and celebration. The work foregrounds the nature of hope, integral to protest, and the possibility of making a fairer and happier world. Something as simple as people coming together to speak, sing or dance has a vital role in building a sense of community and increasing a person's sense of belonging.